Welcome to Just Cuz Podcast. I'm Jay.
And this is Katina.
Hey y'all, hey.
Hey people.
We back. This is May. We still in May, y'all. I thought we was in June already.
It's coming.
It's
right
around the corner, y'all.
Girl, it ain't but like 3 days in the month.
I know.
I had to say 3 because you know my birthday on the 3rd.
I know. So you just that's the only thing that you're concerned about is 1, 2, 3. There's only 3 days in May, guys. Then we go to June. Don't worry about it.
We're in June as of now.
That's funny. Oh my God, guys. You already know we got this little thing. We're going to let you know what we're talking about first. So, you know, you can take your time.
Wait, you got to do the happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Yeah, I'm going to do it.
Oh, not now?
This our show. We do it how we want to do it. So, listen. The topic today is going to be about pressure, guys. Marinate on that. Pressure. The pressure be real.
Ooh, good gracious. That sounds like that's something deep.
Real deep.
That's strong.
Strong
medicine. Strong. Coffee. Ooh,
Coffee.
That's black coffee.
Here we go. Here we go.
She got a song.
If you have a birthday, if you had a birthday, if it's your birthday, if it's your birthday, if you had a birthday, if you had a birthday, it's your birthday, it's your birthday. Happy birthday to you, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you, happy birthday. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you.
Oh, that was dope. I like that. Somebody is going to grab these little jingles that you keep making up, and they're going to be like, oh, this need to be the jingle for such a... Yeah, okay, y'all. And you heard it live here from Jay on Just Cuz Podcast.
And if you hear it somewhere else, you better send me a message and let me know because I'm going off.
Look,
do you hear me?
But she's willing to discuss and negotiate with you on with a contract as far as compensation.
And am. Okay? And you better believe it. So, guys, let me shout out my brother-in-law.
All right, brother-in-law.
Tim had a birthday.
Happy birthday.
He had a birthday last week, guys. He had a birthday on that good old Friday. Ooh, a Friday birthday. That's a turn-up birthday.
When you young, too.
Okay.
And he young.
I
know he enjoyed himself.
I was going to say, let him live his best life. Let me leave him alone. All right, y'all. So, Tina, what's your mood? How you feeling? What you doing? Check in with your people, y'all.
Checking in with your people. I'm good. Today, I'm going to just leave it at that. Like, I'm good. I am coasting. I'm coasting. We're at the end of the week. Thank God. Jesus, thank you. Jesus. The end of the work week. By no means am I trying to rush time or nothing like that. But sometimes your week can just be filled with so much stuff.
Yes. To talk about
it. Down to it can be the issues and situations, the work, just so much stuff, the busy, so much stuff, the bills, so much stuff. But then it's something about when good old Friday comes through. Good old Friday comes through. I don't know what. It's something about good old Friday coming through. It just make me. I still feel the same way about Friday I did when I was a kid. Remember, we talked about this before.
Yes.
We talked about this before with Thank God it was Friday. Thank God it's Friday.
Yes.
TGIS. TGIS.
Yeah,
I still feel the same way. I still feel the same. Every week, me and my mom look at each other and say, "Woo, it's Friday." And when I look at it like, girl, you made it through.
Okay. Period.
Yes, indeed. So I'm coasting. We made it. We made it through. It's Friday for us. So I'm good.
She cruising. So since Tina told you it's Friday, so really today is little Tim happy birthday. So happy birthday, Tim.
Yes.
But anyway, so my mood. I think my mood, I like your cruising. I think that's dope. Like you chilling, you just, going along. I can see you sipping your tea. I'm focused.
Ooh, that's good.
I am very focused.
That's good.
And I have to be honest, I can't say that I feel like I'm like cruising and like everything is just, smooth rolling right now. To me, it's like I've turned up a notch.
All right,
it's
now.
It's like business-wise in my life, like it's go time. It's time to get up and walk. Like it's time to go. It's time to get this stuff done.
Yes.
It's time to revisit some things that you worked on before and to pick it back up and follow back up on it and do this and do that. So, like, I'm focused. I feel like it's just so much to be done. It's so much that we have before us. And I don't want to waste time.
That's what's up.
I don't want to waste time. Life is too short. We're losing people. It seems like we're losing people every day now.
Right.
And it's just like there is no time to waste. And so, you got to be about your business. You got to be about intentional with your stuff. And that word intentional comes up all the time. But you have to be intentional. You have to be focused. You have to be able to be in a place to where you are doing exactly what you know that you have been purposed to do, what you have been driven to do. And so I'm heading towards your cruising because for me, it's like you're doing it. So you cruising. Because you've been doing it. You've been applying it. You've been doing it. You've been putting it in.
I hear you.
You've been doing all that.
But I'm
serious. I'm serious. So it means that you're steady.
I appreciate
But think about it. What we got to do before we can get to the place of being steady,
right.
or to the place that we are content. Because if you tell me you're cruising, I know you're content. So God wants us to be content.
Yeah, that's good.
He wants us to be in a place to where we're coasting with steady movement or what have you. And so I think I'm getting there. I'm making those starts there or whatever.
Yeah.
So
I like that.
That's my mood, y'all. Ooh.
I like that.
It was a little, wordy, but
no,
it's the truth.
It was good because you couldn't just say that and not explain that. The way that you explain that, actually, you probably helping somebody else out here that's trying to figure it out and where they are.
Yeah.
Exactly where they are.
Yeah.
You just explained it. You got to get the cruising.
Yeah. You gotta get there.
Focus. It requires focus before you can get the cruising. Yeah. So I like it. Yeah,
baby. It ain't time to press that cruise control yet, honey. I gotta get right. I gotta get on that level highway. It's when the car's in front of me. All right, y'all. Beep, 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 beep. Pull over. All right, guys. So it's your favorite.
Oh, yeah.
It's my favorite. It's my nephew Puck's favorite.
It is.
It's everybody's favorite. WWYD, what would y'all do? Guys, this is your segment. This is where you get to write in. You get to say, honey, I done had something on my mind. Let's talk about it. I need some advice because I don't know what I'm about to do. Oh, God, help me. So, you get to write in. You can DM us. We're on all the socials. You can send us an email to justcuz80s@gmail.com. That seems to be the popular one. Like, people like to send that way. So, anyway, this is y'all time. Let's see who came through, and let's work it out. All right. So, I don't see a name, but we're going to go with it. Let's just read it.
Okay.
Hey, ladies. This is a serious question. Things are different in my marriage.
Okay.
I've been married for 20 years, and I cannot say it's all been happy.
Okay.
I know and have heard about relationships goes in cycles, but I believe this is new territory for us. This feels like the end. I don't know if I have any more fight in me. Starting over is not an option, so single it would be. Ooh, man on the edge in Seattle, WWYD.
Ooh, he ain't sleepless in Seattle.
He on the edge.
Oh, wow.
Oh, friend.
You want to start?
Oh, God, Tina.
I'm going to let you start it out.
Okay, man on the edge in Seattle. First of all, I need you to back up off the edge.
Please
please take my hand, honey. Let me pull you back. Okay? Get off the edge.
Jay said take my hand.
Yeah, take my hand and pull you back because don't be on the edge, okay? No, seriously. 20 years of marriage. So I am so far from 20 years right now of marriage. Still very fresh. But what I can say is I can relate to how relationships goes in cycles. I can relate to how things change. I can imagine that if you have been married for 20 years, you have seen some ups, you have seen some downs. There may have been more downs than there have been ups, or vice versa. And so one of the things that you said is like you have no more fight in you. And that you're saying that this is different. And so you recognize this is totally different than anything you've ever experienced before. And so I don't think we need to ignore that. Mm-hmm. I think we need to unpack that and explore that and really understand what your next steps are. Because for me, and like I said, this is just what would I do? I would start to self-evaluate. If something has happened or something has pushed things here, I'm just saying don't even look at that right now. Because it's been 20 years worth of marriage. So I would say self-evaluate. Start to take inventory of you and how you show up in this marriage, what that looks like, how has that looked, what has been the ups and downs for you, what decisions have you made, what mistakes have you made, to what have you contributed to things being whatever it is, and take time to look at that, unpack that. And maybe in the beginning you might not have those answers because sometimes we can't see ourselves right away. But if you sit in it and you say, okay, might need to take out a pen and a paper, start to journal this thing out, start to talk it through, and I'm saying all this because I don't want you to make a rash decision and it's been so long. Like, if you're going to make the decision to say, I'm going to stay, or you're going to make the decision to say, I'm going to leave, let it be sound. Let it be very sound, and let it be that you have done everything that you know that you can do before you make that decision. And once you sit with yourself and you unpack it with yourself, then you have the opportunity to say, okay, I'm clear on where I stand in this. Then you go to your partner. And you and your partner may not be able to have that conversation, unpack that by you all's self. You may have to have some counsel. You may have to have a therapist or a pastor, leader, someone that can be neutral and look at both sides and help you both to make the appropriate decision for the both of you. Not for them, but for the both of you. And so that would be my advice, because if you've given 20 years and you may have children and stuff as well, and that, if it's 20 years, I'm pretty sure they're grown and stuff now and all of that, just understand who you are in this next phase. Understand what your desires are, what your needs are in this next stage, and be bold in saying it and understanding it. And when you come to the table and when you get ready to talk to your spouse, you got all the tools that you need to be able to take and say, this is what I'm going to need moving forward, whether it's the good or the bad of the situation.
That is excellent advice. Excellent. You touched on so many points. That's excellent. I will echo a few of the things that you said, but I will start by saying, I have been married for 20 some years.
Yes, she has. She should have started first, y'all.
No, that doesn't mean that I got all the answers. But I have been married 20 some plus years. And so you go through all these different phases throughout your marriage, because understand that as you grow and your marriage matures, you become different people in different stages of your life. You start to figure out who you are, what you like, what you're willing to compromise on, and what you're not willing to compromise on.
Yes.
And those are things, that's why a marriage is work daily. A lot of people think that a marriage is something that they can just go into. They just want a big old dress, a nice dress, a big old wedding, and a huge reception. You know, they want to spend all the money, but they don't realize that there's work that comes behind all of that. It's not TV. It's not fantasy. It's real subjects, real scenarios that you have to deal with every single day. And you have to understand that you are sharing your life with another person. So everything can't be about you. It's not, it can't be just one way. And now me speaking as a woman, I can say and see from the other side, like me being a woman, see from the other side that you being a man, there's a lot of demands that come in marriage when it comes to a man. And so it can be draining. It can be draining, but that's what your partner is supposed to be there for, to help hold you up. She's your helpmeet, so she's supposed to be there to help hold you up. But one thing I would definitely say is that communication is key. Communication is key, that you're talking to your spouse, that you're talking to your wife and you're letting her know about your feelings. Don't sit there quiet, because a lot of times, even though we know each other, but like I said, remember, as the marriage matures, so do we, and we change. Who we are change, over time. So y'all need to make sure that y'all, like, the check-in, a check-in is for real. Honey. That's for real. Like, you can't just go on with your daily routine like everything is okay and things are changing. Discuss things. Not only that, but something that's important too is to remember why you fell in love with the person that you fell in love with, and how you got to the place that you got to the place too. I guess that makes sense. I don't know.
I understand what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? But it allows you to go back. So if you think and you go back to how you met that person and how the love ignited, you need to still be doing those same things, because she's looking at you, looking for some of those same things. Maybe not all, but some of them. And in the timing that you have, because we become busy when we're married. You have your life, you have your family, you become busy. But still, you have to make the time for that. That's one thing that me and my husband do. And a lot of people, they look at us and they're like, man, y'all just be going places. Because it's a requirement. And we have to make it a requirement so that we can make sure that we're on the same page, and that we can make sure that we're showing each other the attention that we deserve. So you have to continue to do those things. It's not okay to just lay off of those things. That's what attracted you to that person.
Right.
It attracted you to that person. So conversations, go back, revisit, evaluate where you are now. Don't expect it to all be all chummy and TV land and dreamy. It's not, even though you're 20 years in, it doesn't mean that it's over just because you're going through this situation. Talk it through. Just like Jay said, if it requires that you go and talk to somebody, go talk to somebody. If you have a pastor, go talk to a pastor. If you need a therapist, y'all go talk to a therapist. Go talk to somebody, because you'll find out a lot of things when you have another party. Sometimes that's what it takes with some people, is that
different perspectives.
And sometimes it takes someone else to kind of help map out, a situation, to give understanding to another person. We talk to one another like we're in each other's head. We're not. We cannot predict everything when it comes to our spouses. We're not in each other's heads. So sometimes it's good to have a third party there if you need therapy or something like that. But something else that I know that works is prayer. So prayer is something that I would definitely advise if that's not something that you guys are already doing. A lot of people, a lot of couples, husbands and wives, they miss that step. They might pray separately, or they might not even pray at all. I think it's very important that you pray together, because you become a stronger bond and you lift one another up. And you have a different respect for one another when you pray together. And the order in which the marriage is supposed to be in, that foundation is laid. And that's a whole nother conversation. But what I'll say though, that is what you need to do together. Now, the part about going to talk to someone and all that stuff, if one doesn't necessarily want to do that, they don't want to, go talk to a therapist or talk to a pastor or whatever, still that does not disqualify you from being able to do that.
Right, exactly.
Because sometimes there's things and there's issues that we need to figure out for ourselves.
Yeah.
So it's not a bad thing, even if you decided that it was, that you needed to be the one to go and talk to someone, to go talk to your pastor or whomever, whatever. But the only thing with it, when it comes to that, is that the person that you talk to, I advise that it be someone that you know is going to be confidential. I don't advise that it be friends, because sometimes we give too much information when it comes to our marriage is sacred. And we have to be very protective of that.
Yeah.
And friends love us, right? But that's why they're our friends, right? So they have a love
And they're
for
biased.
us. Exactly. That's my point exactly. That's why I say a pastor or a therapist or something like that, someone that's not biased. But even though it's been a long time and you do go through these different stages, like I said, throughout your marriage, because things are changing. And heaven forbid if you got sick parents or family members and things like that, all those things weigh on you as an individual when it comes to your marriage. And it leaves you with less to be able to give.
Yeah.
So bring attention to all those things and put all those things on the table and, as a discussion, so that each one of you can have an understanding of what it is that's going on. A lot of times we be in the same household and don't even know what's going on in the life of the one that we're married to.
Yeah.
Because the conversation just ain't deep enough. And because you come home and you tired. Tired. You ready to lay down. So those are the things that I would say that are very important. And that's just adding on top of what Jay said, because I feel like what Jay said was very, very key.
And you brought up something, though, because you brought up something about, God forbid if you're dealing with, like, parents and loss and stuff like this. This is the age where you are losing a lot of people.
Yes.
And I am a firm believer in understanding, like, I feel like I'm in that season where a lot of your memories, the people that you have these memories with, they're fading, they're leaving. And sometimes that they can kind of trickle over into like your relationship, because you could feel an overwhelming feeling of loss that may be projected in your relationship. And it may just not be in your marriage. It could be in your relationship with your kids. It could be in your relationships with your siblings or whatever, because you're actively going through this. This is something that is happening. But understand this. It's also something that is happening right now.
That's right.
It is not something that is eternal. When you get married, when we get married, we say we want to do this eternally.
That's right.
And so when you say that you want to do this, it's through sickness and in health and sick and
you
poor.
Will be tested.
And you're going to be tested with all that stuff. And so I want to say that it is okay that this feels different for you.
That's right,
I want to bring normalization to what seems to be so confusing right now. It is okay that you're in this space.
That's right.
It is okay that you feel this way. And until you talk to your spouse may feel the same way. Because guess what? You can feel one another. You have been together so long to where I have even heard people say, older people, our heartbeats are synced.
That's right.
Because we've been together so long, and, this is something that we're walking out, not just physically, but we're spiritually walking this out as well. So we have literally become one.
That's right.
And so, I also kind of feel like it would be selfish for you to go through this by yourself, because this is a vow that you took. And so I just think that it's okay to invite her into the conversation. It's okay to invite her to the table. The table don't always look good.
Right.
The table don't always have what you want at
right.
it. But you sit there, you deal with it, you unpack it, you go through it. And I know that y'all done hit some rough stuff before now, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And the same way you got through that, the same way you can navigate through this no matter what the outcome is.
That's right.
Because I also want to make sure that we don't Care Bear things and rainbow things. Because if something has ran its course, you'll know.
Right.
And I think that's just being transparent and open. Now, we're about saving relationships. Let's be clear. Let's be very clear. We ain't trying to break nobody up.
You know what? But I understand why he's saying, you know what, if this, because in so many words he's saying, if this don't work, then I'm going to be single.
Period.
Like,
I'm done.
I understand why he says that, because when you put so much time and so much effort into something, because when you take your vows, I can't speak for everybody, but I can say that you take them seriously. Because me and my husband, we have our ups, we have our downs. And sometimes our ups are really, really high, and sometimes our downs are really, really low. But we have to try to figure out a way to get back to the middle when we're really, really low. You know, you want to stay on the high, but we can't always stay on the high.
That's
but
right.
We have to figure out a way to make it back to the middle, because we do honor the vows that we took before the Lord. We do honor that.
Yeah.
Because we took it seriously. Because when I said I do to him, I said I do to him for the rest of my life, because that's what I saw. I saw that I would be with him for the rest of my life. I mean, it was something that I actually prayed about. You know, I didn't just walk into it. And I'm sure, I don't know what your relationship is when it comes to, you know, to the Lord, or what your religion is. I don't know any of that. I would assume you listen in that you do know who the Lord is, but you know, we take our vows seriously, but at the same time, you know, no one wants to be miserable, and we don't want misery to drive us to a point of depression, or to do things that are very much outside of our character and very much outside of how we should live our lives. So it's very important that we deal with the emotions and the situations that we go through. I am always for, you know, trying to, you know, encourage and say, you know, yes, you know, stick in there, but there's some things you got to do in order to stick in there. Now, it's a whole nother story if you talking about, because it's a whole nother story if you coming and you talking about, you know, it's constant abuse, whether it's abuse of your love and your heart, or abuse verbally, or that's a whole nother story. That's a whole nother story, because that's not of God. You know, that's not of God. So that's something different. But if you can still see that the love and what God gave y'all, the union that God gave y'all, that God still fits in it, if he still fits in that space, I believe that it's salvageable. I do. I truly believe that it's salvageable. But sometimes we have to push. We have to press, even in, you know, even in the hard times, you know.
And we have to want to do the work.
Yes.
If there's not a desire to want to, then, I mean, it's done already.
Right. You have to want it.
Because if you don't want it, then
it's not going to change on its own.
Okay. Free will, honey. If you don't want it, then that's just what it is. You don't want it, you know? But again, Seattle, man, off the edge now. We pray that something that we have said can help you, that has been edifying to you, to help you make the decision that is best for you.
Yes,
and for your life.
Yes,
and
indeed.
So we appreciate you.
We do. And the best of what God has for you. I don't say the best of luck. I don't believe in luck, but the best of what God has for you.
Period.
You have people praying for you.
Yep.
Stay
and
encouraged.
for the both of you.
Yes. Stay encouraged. Stay encouraged.
All right, y'all. Well, we're moving on down this little train, honey.
Get on down.
Get on down the road. All right, y'all. Pressure, honey.
Ooh.
Pressure is real.
It is.
It is real. It is real. It is real. This is our main topic. Y'all know we don't know where we're gonna go, but we're about to go. Pressure. When I think about pressure, I think about weight. Like, I think about things that are heavy.
Mm-hmm.
I think about sometimes it's things that you don't want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Like, or some, like if you to put stuff off. And somebody, and we say somebody, but God applies that pressure to you and tells you, no, you've been putting this out too long. I need you to go on and handle this. Ooh. I need you to go on and do what I done told you to do. When I think about pressure, sometimes it's you in a pressure cooker. Mm-hmm. And if you in a pressure cooker, then it's like, no, God said, I need you to sit here for a while. Ooh, I need you to stay in this for a little bit because I'm making you. Mm-hmm. I'm molding you. Mm-hmm. I'm refining you. I think about the pressure that a diamond endures.
Oh, that's good.
Like, you got to think about those things. That's necessary. That's necessary pressure. That's pressure with a purpose, mm-hmm. right? Ooh, pressure with a purpose. Coin that. That's pressure with a purpose.
That's good.
And so it's not something that's hard for you, but it's necessary for you. Mm-hmm. And so when I think about different forms of pressure, sometimes you can look at things as far as peer pressure, mm-hmm. and that's other people pressuring you to do things outside of what God has told you to do. Wow. So that's something on a whole nother level, wow. because it's what they want you to do. It's what they see for your life. It's what they want to manifest in your life. And it's not what God has called you to or what God is trying to take you to. Ooh, and so for me, it's different layers. It's different faces mm-hmm. of pressure for me. And everything I done talked about, I done been through.
Ooh. Good gracious.
Every area of it.
Speak on it, girl.
I have been through it, felt it, in it, sitting in it, looking around, trying to figure out where is the button to turn this thing off. Get this off of me.
I can't breathe.
I can't breathe. I'm suffocating.
It's so heavy. It's so hot in here.
Yes.
That pressure cooker.
Get me out of here.
Get me out of here. Oh my gosh, Jay, yeah. That's a lot of layers. That's a lot of layers.
I know, right?
That's a lot of layers.
It's
and you know what? And not only the activity or the nature of the pressure, but the people that it comes from. Mm-hmm. Like you said sometimes it comes from friends, sometimes it comes from family, you know. And I believe that sometimes we get ourselves wrapped up in feeling, because of the pressure, we get ourselves wrapped up in feeling accountable. That we must do certain things because of the pressure that's around us. But I believe that it's important that we remember that our accountability depends on what the instruction is.
Yeah.
I mean, we can't just... Here's the thing. A lot of times, people feel like you're always obligated to do whatever it is that they need for you to do. Mm-hmm. And what they don't even realize is that you go out of your way time after time after time to do these things for these people, but they don't realize the burden and the pressure that it puts on you mm-hmm. in order for those things to get done. Mm-hmm. And so we have to be mindful in the stuff that we do and the things that we commit to, even based off of, the surroundings and the influence of people. We still have to be mindful of who we are and what our needs are. Mm-hmm. We cannot let that pressure steer our peace.
Yeah, come on now. Yeah,
I believe that a lot of times, there's still a way to be under pressure, but to still be in peace. I truly believe that there is a way to handle pressure and you still be in peace. Mm-hmm. It might be a lot that's coming to you because, a lot of people, the people we look at that are strong people, mm-hmm. they deal with a lot of things and mm-hmm. they handle a whole lot of things, and you can't even tell that they're even going through. Mm-hmm. Because at some point, in some way, they found to have a little bit of peace to where they didn't crack up. Thank God they didn't crack up.
Yeah.
Thank God that they didn't crack up. But I think that the evaluation has to come in as to what the instruction is and does it make sense. Mm-hmm. if God told you to do it, then it makes sense. I'm going to always throw it in there. Or if it's an instruction that that fits your scenario or what you need, then it makes sense. But sometimes I believe that we have ourselves in positions, we put ourselves in positions because of other people.
So when you say that, it's exactly what I was thinking about. Sometimes we cause our own pressure.
Come on.
Now, when you cause pressure upon yourself, that's a whole nother story, because you didn't put expectations and stuff on yourself that you didn't even have to put there. And that's like to please all these P's.
Yeah.
That's just like to please other people. So that's pressure pleasing.
Pressure pleasing.
That is because it's induced off of you trying to please everybody else around you.
And that's crazy. You know what's crazy about that? What's really crazy that gets me is that you're trying to please people that can never be pleased.
No.
Because 9 times out of 10, that person or whomever it is with that scenario, they probably come to you time after time.
Over and over again.
And you can give them a yes 15 times out of 20. And when you give them a no, one time,
oh, honey.
one time,
the world is over.
The world is over. You've done them wrong. You've never done right to them. Everything is out of order. They are done with you. But let me tell you something. But sometimes that be the release button right there. Sometimes even the pressure cooker got a little release valve.
Yeah, that's when the Lord pressed the release.
Oh my gosh!
Get on out of here.
You can.
I'm tired of you. Get on out of here.
And I think that goes back to us overextending ourselves. I feel like it just goes back.
And I think we need to sit right here too. You try to please everyone, and when you're in that place to where you're trying to please everyone, you're overextending yourself. This is the bad part. You can be in a pressure cooker too. So you in the pressure cooker, you trying to please everybody else, you overextending yourself, and you are still got all these people, all these obligations, all these different things that are tugging on you. And it's like you're trying to fulfill all of this. Where is your peace? Where is a place to you say, okay, let me start to minister to all of these areas and make the decision that God has told me to make.
That's good.
Because you have to minister to your pressure sometimes.
You say that.
If you minister to your pressure, then you're going to have a roadmap. God going to navigate you through it. And He's going to show you what you're supposed to do, how you're supposed to move in those pressure places, right?
Yes.
And then He's gonna escort you to outside of it.
Come on,
he's
gonna escort.
He's gonna escort you to where where He needs you to be next. Doesn't mean that it's not gonna be pressure there, but He's gonna escort you so that you're going through and that you're not sitting in.
Ooh, that's good.
It's different when you're going through something. It's different when you're going through a force.
Come on.
Versus standing and accepting the force.
Come on.
And all of that on you.
Come on.
Have you ever been to, sometimes I used to have them at the fair, and you get in this, what seems to be like a claustrophobic room or something, and as soon as it turns it on, it pulls everybody up against the wall.
I know what you're talking about.
I can't even remember what it is. Gravity, something. I don't know, whatever it is. But why would you do that to yourself?
Wow. That's an eye-opener. That is an eye-opener. Just like you said, the places that you need to be in, because those are the places that God will take you through, and it's not meant for you to stay there.
It's
not like
meant.
that ride. Not like that ride, because the ride is controlling everything.
Yes.
It's controlling everything. It has, it has the ability to manipulate because of all the force.
Thank you,
so
God.
We can't
Gravity
give
pull.
Gravity. That's it.
Gravity pull.
That's it. But we have to be careful and be mindful that we don't allow the outside sources to be the gravity.
Yeah.
To create the forces, to create the disturbance. And sometimes the pressure comes from the disturbance. But then sometimes God will put you in a place to where he wants you to sit in the marinade for a little bit. But there's a meaning behind
that pressure cooker.
It's a meaning behind that. But while you're in a place like that, that is a place where God is ministering to you directly. He is speaking to you. You are reading. You are praying. He's talking to you. You're hearing his voice. And if you don't recognize his voice, he's teaching you to hear his voice. Those are the places of pressure. That's a good place.
Yeah,
it feels uncomfortable.
That's your place of refinement.
Yeah, it feels uncomfortable.
That's your place of refinement because when God gets through with you, you'll be the diamond.
Come on and say that.
And you'll be shining.
Come on and say that.
And there's not one diamond that's the same.
Come on.
Not one.
That's good.
And if there's not one diamond that's the same, then when you go through your refinement, when you come out, you are uniquely who God has made you to be. You are authentically who God has refined you to be. And so whatever is to come from that point forward, you have been equipped. You have been polished to be able to withstand whatever it is. You have been, God is giving you all the tools that you'll need to navigate through it until your season of refinement comes again.
That's right.
Because there's I believe that God gives us multiple seasons of refinement.
It's over and over. Just like the seasons.
Yeah.
It's a cycle.
Yeah.
It's a cycle because if we don't go through cycles, we will never grow.
We won't grow.
We will stay in the same place. We will stay stagnant. You'll still have the same word. Be like, oh Lord, they ain't learned nothing else yet.
Yeah.
They still talking about that same thing. Lord have mercy, they still preaching that same word. Let me tell you something about the word. The word is forever changing. And the reason I say it's forever changing is because the word is for what it's for in that moment. In that time.
Yes, because baby, I'm talking if you 70, you are still in a place to be refined and made new and to be equipped to carry out those next 10, 20, 30 years, whatever God has graced you with.
And still want to
use you. You still in your right mind. You still moving. You still doing. And as long as you are here, it is our commission, our goal to carry out the assignment
That's right.
of life.
That's right.
It is our goal. God is the one that says, okay, it's done. Come on.
Say that.
He the one that gives you that expiration date or that press that release button to say, come on, you done. You ain't got to go through this no more. I got you. Come on home. But we have to understand that when you talked about peace, we are also responsible for our peace.
Yes, we are.
And if you have a responsibility for your place of peace, that means you call on it whenever you need it.
That's right.
That means that you activate it.
That's right.
Whenever it's needed to be activated, because I believe that we are not separate from our Father.
That's right.
And so if God lives in us,
you're not in Him.
Yeah. If God lives in and through us, and if you have committed your life and said that you look, Lord, come in me, use me, do what you do, then that activates. Whatever you need will activate. Ooh. All you got to do is call on it.
Yeah.
Whatever you need. So your peace is going to activate. Your protection is going to activate. Everything that you need at any point in time is going to activate because God lives in you and He operates through you. So you have to understand what you have already been equipped with. You have to understand what your armor has already come with.
Ooh, that's good.
Okay?
That's good.
Because you think about when soldiers and stuff get their uniform and their equipment and stuff, they gonna give you the basics of what you need.
That's right.
But now you can earn other stuff.
That's right. Come on.
You can earn, you can move up in rank, you can do all these things.
Right.
It's no different in God.
Ooh, that's good.
It's no different.
That's good.
He gives you everything that you need. The word is your sword. It's your weapon. It's also your instruction book, your guide.
Yes.
It helps you. It's your map. It helps you to navigate. Like God equips us with everything that we need.
Right.
So when you get in the gravity pool, when you get in the pressure cooker, when you get in the pressure points, you got everything that you need to navigate through it. And you pull from your toolbox.
That's good.
To help you.
That's good. That's good.
Somebody didn't know that.
You own it.
Girl, I had to learn it. Somebody didn't know that. You pull from what God has already put in you.
That's so awesome. That's a word right there. That's a word. That's how you get through. That's how you get through. You utilize the tools.
You
but
have
a lot
to.
of times while we're in the pressure, while we're in the cooker, okay? So while God is molding us and He's making us, during those times while He's molding us and He's making us, that is, like you said, is when He's equipping us. And while He's equipping us, He's teaching us. A lot of times we feel like we're lacking what we need, and we're not lacking what we need because God has already given it to us. Sometimes we be looking for man to explain to us or to give us whatever it is that we need, and it does not come from man.
No.
God says, His word says that the Holy Spirit would teach us.
Yes.
If He gives us a gift, He's going to teach us how to use that gift.
Yes.
Man can't teach you how to use that gift because the gift came from God.
It
was
from
made
God.
by Him. It came from God. It was created by Him. So He has the instruction booklet for it.
Yeah.
But man does not have that. So in our molding and our making, and He's preparing us, and while He's preparing us, and like you said, it's that we're supposed to minister to those situations.
Yeah.
But even when we minister to those situations with the tools that He gave us from the toolbox that you told us about, while we're ministering to those situations, it's growing us. It's growing us, and it's fixing us and making us into who it is that He's really called us to be. Because truly that pressure, if we do it the right way, it's meant that we can utilize it so that we can help somebody else. Because everything that we go through is for somebody else. It's for a testimony. It's for us to tell somebody else that, hey, you can make it through.
Yeah, you gotta teach. You can't go through the things that God allows you to go through and don't become a teacher.
Say it.
God at His core is a teacher.
Say it.
And in all you're getting, get understanding.
You better say it.
And so if that's the case, then everything that you go through, everything that you experience, make sure you take them notes. Because you got to teach someone. You got to help someone. You got to pull someone.
It's not
you
just
gotta
for
reach
you.
back. You gotta reach back. And you're gonna know, because the same thing is gonna meet you right in your face, and you're gonna be like, Lord, the Lord just brought me through this, child.
And you should be
Let
stronger.
me tell you. Let me tell you what happened. Let me tell you how He matured me.
That's right.
Let me tell you how He allowed me to be standing here right now and talking to you. Let me let you know how I got through it. Because that was the toughest time of my life, and I didn't think I was gonna make it. That was the darkest time of my life, and I didn't think I was gonna make it. Oh God, that was my wilderness. And I was wandering there. I stayed there too long. Sometimes we can stay too long.
Say that.
Like, we can go through some hard times, whether it be grief,
And
whether
the Lord
it be,
ain't even holding us there.
No.
We
He
staying there.
He got
Stubborn.
His hand out. Like, just take my hand and come out. Like, what are you doing? The door is wide open. Just walk through the door. What you looking for? And you steady looking for the door wide open in your face. Girl,
walk through the door.
Walk through the door.
Just walk through the door. Why do you desire to stay in the mess? Why do you desire to stay in that place?
Girl, how about
especially when He's trying to free you? I mean, just like He freed the children of Israel, it was His desire that they be free. But because they were so bound in their mind, they wanted to stay in it. We can't stay there. We have to take what He gives us and grow from it.
They didn't even see that the Lord left the light on. They didn't even see the porch light. They didn't even know that
it's house.
right there. Just go right there.
It's that house.
So they keep wondering.
The only house with the light on, the porch light on.
40 years, just still wondering.
Yeah.
In a circle, going in a circle. You didn't realize by year 30,
right,
that you seeing the same thing.
By year
by
3.
10, by 2, that we didn't see the same thing.
Same thing over and over.
So you gonna stay an extra 37, 8 years doing the same thing?
Doing the same thing.
I remember my grandma used to say, misery loves company.
It does. That's true.
Some people want to be in bad places.
That's true.
So that they can be an Eeyore.
That's it. That's so true.
When you say, how you doing?
Oh, that's good.
When they say, how you doing? Oh.
Yeah. It's something always wrong.
Even though I got over it 10 years ago. You know, when I was such and such, I'm still feeling the aftershocks and the effects of that earthquake. Like, baby, what?
Stop.
Get up, okay? Get out.
Stop.
Like, sometimes you gotta have that person that loves you so much to tell you, get out.
Get out.
I'ma snatch you out. Them friends that you don't want to come out of the house, bad breakup.
Right.
And you don't want to come out of the house.
Let it go.
I'm about to bathe you and put you some clothes on so we can get out of here.
You got to get out of the house.
This is horrible.
You looking at the walls.
What you looking at the walls for? They the same color. Get out of here. No, that's real.
That is real.
That is real.
That is real.
So the essence of that for me is to understand the pressure that is there for purpose.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Understand the pressure that you cause upon yourself because you overextend yourself and you accept those things or those responsibilities and those assignments that God didn't assign for you.
That's right.
You just wanted to take it because you wanted to be that person's hero for whatever reason. Also understand the peer pressure, and that's just what it is. It's coming from every last one of these other people outside of you, right?
Outside sources.
That's putting pressure on you. I don't even understand that. How am I going to allow you that you ain't even in this with me? And I'm going to allow you to put pressure on me?
Right.
I'm going to allow you to add to what I got going on?
Right.
Baby, bye. Okay? Turn around and walk away and go on about your business. Honey, y'all about to stay because we're going to start giving y'all a video soon. Because I'm like, what the world? I'm not getting ready to accept all your mess, my mess, the mess that you feel like that I'm supposed to take that I never even knew that I needed.
Right.
Or you thought I needed it. I don't need this. Keep your own stuff.
Your business is not my mess.
No.
And I do not invite it in.
No.
Check that at the door. If you would like to come in and be a part of my space, take your shoes off.
Yes.
Don't bring that in.
Don't bring that
outside. Don't bring that outside mess and residue in here in my clean sanctuary.
Come on.
Don't bring it in.
Don't give me no projections.
No.
Keep all your projections over there. That projections that you're trying to project over here to me because you got all this mess going on in your life is your pressure.
Right.
That you're trying to turn into projections over here to me.
And I hope that you're trying to do something with it. But just look, somebody used to say something all the time to me. They used to talk about how people will try to use you as a trash can. They will dump their trash. They come to you just so they can talk to you about their mess and their filth and just fill you up and contaminate you with their trash. No, I'm sorry.
My hand up. My name is not Oscar.
That part.
I do not take your garbage.
I'm not living with that.
I'm not living with it. I'm not eating it. I'm not doing none of that. I don't want it. Keep your mess because I don't have time for it.
Period.
God did that because we showed it. We hadn't done a food for thought in a while.
We haven't. You got one?
So let me think. So my food for thought today is, and it's probably going to kind of correlate, but my food for thought is take ownership of those things that you own.
Oh, that's good.
That's it. Don't take ownership of nothing else but what you own and what's yours. Take ownership of what you own. What everybody else got is theirs.
Right.
It ain't yours, and stop trying to take it. Sick and tired of it. Inserting yourself in stuff that ain't got nothing to do with you.
Just mind your business.
Mind your business. Take ownership of your own stuff. And then, when you done inserted yourself, don't come and try to tell me about it. I don't want to know.
Because you
done took on somebody else's stuff.
That's good. That's good. That's good.
That's a food and it's a thought.
I guess I will say this girl is a trip. I guess I'm gonna say this. God has been doing a thing in me and dealing with me about different things when it comes to life and how we live life, and the things that are important or that should be important, and the things that aren't. And in doing that, what he is making sure that I understand is that this life is not about the things.
No.
It's not about the house that you have. It's not about the car that you drive. It's not about how much money that you have. But what it is about is, where is your soul going to end up being?
Ooh.
And what it is also about is, how much love and attention do you put into those things that you do not put, or that you do not direct that same amount of love and attention into the Lord. Actually, it should be more. And it's easy to depict those things, because if you have a hard time letting go of those things, then those things have become your God. They become your idol. And so God has really been dealing with me about not being caught up in the things, but being caught up in the assignment, and being caught up in doing what it is that he calls me to do, and in his instruction. So what I'm saying is, as easy as God gives you something, he can take it from you.
He sure can.
If your focus does not remain on him, and you get all in your feelings about whatever, and the reason I say whatever is because that's exactly what all the stuff is. If it's not God, then it's just whatever. That's the name for it. It's just whatever.
That's what I'm going to start calling it.
It's just whatever.
That's whatever.
It's just whatever.
I don't want that.
And that stuff has no value or no meaning that could even hold a candle to who our God is, and how we should serve him, and the time that he deserves. You know, and what's required out of us when it comes to our service. So we get so caught up in the things of life, and us just doing what we want to do. Sometimes you can't just do what you want to do.
No.
Sometimes you need to do what God is telling you to do. And sometimes that's going to require that you sacrifice something that you like, you love, or want to do, or want to put first priority. You have to sacrifice it in order to put God first. God will test you to see if you put him first. And if you don't pass that test, don't think that you might not find yourself in a spot or in a place to where everything that you had, that you lose it. As easy as he gives it to you, he can take it right from you. As easy as he breathes breath in your body, he can take your life right from you. So what we got to make sure is that in any of those scenarios and situations, that our hearts are right. And that our minds are right, and that the things that we do, the choices that we make, that they're right. So I'll say that that's my little food for thought.
Period. Mic drop. Can y'all hear this? It ain't a mic, but period, Tina.
That girl is crazy.
Let your yes be yes and your no be no.
Yes.
And it starts,
that's my scripture.
And it starts with your yes to God.
Yes.
Let your yes be yes, and let you carry that thing through. And if you don't carry it through, then you gonna know what those consequences are. And you gonna feel them. And you gonna remember
feel them on this side and on the other side.
And you gonna remember to not do that thing again.
That's right.
All right, just cause we love y'all, honey.
Love y'all, people.
From this continent to that continent, from this country to that country, from that city to that city.
Yes.
We love all of y'all. We appreciate y'all. And we hope y'all have an amazing week. And we're gonna see y'all next week while we gon'
live,
laugh, and love. Peace.
We out, y'all.